Well, now we shall go ahead with the next type of rasa, that is Shanta rasa. There is a variation in the writing system, you can see. So this is Unicode now, that is used by international, what you call writing system, phonological system. So this is longer A and this is Sh. Well, we can write the spelling SHA as well, no problem as such. But generally, this is the standard system. So Shanta rasa, I have written even Devanagari as well, refers to the sentiment of quietism. Quiet, when you are quiet, and you are well familiar with the word Shant. So quietism is expressed in the Shanta rasa, which is defined by Chiranjeev Bhattacharya of 17th century. Earlier I had mentioned his name. So Chiranjeeva says the basic feeling of Shantarasa is self-disparagement. The Sanskrit word for it is Nirveda. Okay, Nirveda, disparagement, self-disparagement. Okay, it is generated by the excitants. Excitants means vibhavas, like association with the good souls, etc. And the enchantments or anubhavas are mercy, etc. Mercy, karuna, we can say, or daya. And the variants like even stupefaction. Stupefaction means what we call the loss of something. So that can also become a kind of anubhava for becoming shant or becoming quiet. So you can see the picture of this lady. When you look at the picture, you will realize how it is expressed in Natya Shastra or on the stage itself. So you just look at the picture and her facial expressions. You'll realize what Shantarasa is. Okay, her face itself reveals everything. Okay. Now, it is one of the 9 rasas, as I mentioned earlier. And when you look at this lady, you realize what we mean by the state of peacefulness or tranquility. You can see on her face this peacefulness, okay, or tranquility. It reminds me of William Wordsworth's definition of poetry. Poetry, the spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings, recollected in tranquility. So this is what tranquility is. That is Nirveda is. Niramay, what we call Niramay, Shanta. So that experience can be seen on the face of that lady. And Shantarasa refers to that. I have given the spelling. Are Bhava involved in this Shantarasa? That is Sama. Sama means the state of, I heard certain people saying, I want to go in Ajnatavas, in a place where I can experience this Shanti, Manushanti. Okay, so this Sthai Bhava is Samadhan, the word you must have heard of. So when you experience that, you become free from all kind of worldly desires or actions or worries. Then time you experience this Shantarasa. And Shantarasa is the foundation. Its foundation is patience. You should have patience, sayyam. Then service-mindedness. Seva bhavi pravrutti, we call it in Marathi. The sense of serving others. Philosophical knowledge. Self-control. Pure spirits and freedom from all kinds of bondages. You are free, you understand that there is no meaning in worldliness. You go beyond that. You free yourself from the worldly bondage. You experience the spiritual, adhyatma we say. And its keynote is non-violence or ahimsa. Okay? So Shantarasa is expressed by keeping the face in a peaceful expression. We saw just now the picture of the lady, how it is expressed. It is expressed by keeping the face in a peaceful expression. You must have seen Lord Buddha, the image of Lord Buddha. So that is an expression of Shantarasa. So by keeping the face in a peaceful expression or with the eyes turned upside as if doing penance, and also by half closing the eyes many times, you must have seen this munis, rishis sitting for tapasya. So their face reveals this Shantarasa. And the purpose of recreating this rasa is to depict the attainment of detachment from everything, or moksha. Detachment means moksha or salvation, mukti. Moksha is the word, proper word. So the purpose of recreating this rasa on stage is to depict the attainment of detachment. Means when you free yourself from all kind of bondage, all kind of material desires, all kind of worldliness, then time you experience that moksha, salvation. And Shantarasa is the representation of contentment, samadhan, or aesthetic bliss, we can say. Aesthetic bliss is an ecstasy, a feeling of ecstasy, ultimate pleasure, wherein you experience the beauty of being pleasure, means being in the mindset, in that mindset. And the vibhava involved in Shantarasa is knowledge or truth. When I mentioned Lord Buddha, Bhagwan Buddha, Siddhartha became Buddha when he experienced this vibhava, knowledge or truth. And the anubhava is self-control. Once you realize the truth of this world, you become a man or a woman of self-control. Anubhava is expressed through self-control and meditation. And the Vabhikari Bhava is calmness, closed eyes, purity, etc. So this is how we understand Shantarasa through the combination of these four bhavas. This rasa, represents serenity and peace. Niramay, Shant. These are the Marathi words. So Shantarasa represents serenity and peace. And we said that it is the state of calm and unruffled repose that is marked simply by the lack of all other rasas. All other rasas are absent in Shantarasa. So therefore, there is a controversy whether to call it rasa or not. But Bharata, according to Bharata, the author of the Natya Shastra, the other 8 rasas are proposed originally by Brahma. It was Brahma who talked about the 8 rasas. And the 9th one, Shantarasa, is Bharat Muni's contribution. It was he who talked about this rasa. So that's what he says about Shantarasa. Okay? And Shant means what Buddha felt when he was enlightened, when he reached the high spiritual plane state, we can say, that led him to moksha, nirvana, or salvation. Under the Bodhi tree, whatever Buddha experienced, that led him to salvation or nirvana and freed him from the cycle of life and death. But knowing what had happened in Prince Siddhartha's life, what that made him to leave his palace one night and go to the forest, he sat under the Bodhi tree And the name Buddha comes from that. And there he attained the nirvana, the knowledge, the truth. That was the vibhava. Shanta represents complete harmony between the mind, body, and the universe. It's a beautiful rasa, we can say. And it is very difficult to reach the state. Common people like us, ordinary people like us, do not reach that state because we are full of worldly desires. So Shanta represents complete harmony, as I said. And many of the sages in India meditate for an entire lifetime to attain this state of being. So in mythological stories like Ramayana and Mahabharata, you must have come across such kind of sages, sadhus. Sages means sadhus. And in music, it is often represented through a steady and slow tempo. When you listen to the music, it is slow and steady. Okay, so Shanti is a clear and cloudless state. Shanti is untroubled steadiness. Shanta is the key to eternity. So this is what we understand about Shantarasa.